Okay, kindergartners, we're now outside. Hopefully you've drawn a picture of a tree, and I'm gonna kind of look at all the different things that are going on in my backyard. I have a couple trees in my backyard, and my neighbors have quite a few trees going around us, right? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I want you to look around and see if you see any plants. If you can look out your window, maybe you can look and see if there's any plants or trees out there. Maybe point them out to your moms and dads. Okay. Now, here's what I want you to know. Trees are plants, and I'm going to look at this tree right here. Trees are plants. Trees are the biggest plants in the world. Do you see more than one tree? And like I said, oh, and look, I have a little tree stump. We use those as little seats at our backyard. So we have lots of trees. There's a tree right there. There's a tree that's actually in my backyard. There's a palm tree. And there's another palm tree. And then there's that tree from my neighbor. And then I also have bushes and all sorts of fun things. Let's see how many we have, or how many we can see. Oh, I think I have one back here. Nope, that's not a, I guess it is. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I can see just in my backyard. Now, are all the trees the same? The answer to that question is no, they're not all the same, because some are palm trees, some are pine trees, some are just, I don't know the type of tree I have in my backyard, but it's just like a regular tree, right? So how do you know it's a tree? Well, I know it's a tree because there's a trunk on it. It has stems that are up at the top with leaves. That's how I know it's a tree. And what colors do we see on the trees? Well, I see brown on the trunk of the tree, and I see green on the leaves. Okay, so there are 3 structures or parts of a tree. So structures are what you can see in the different parts. So on this tree, there are the big round part of the tree that comes out of the ground is the trunk. And the structures have functions. The trunk is a big stem that supports or holds up the rest of the tree. Most plants have a stem. So even a flower has a stem, bushes have stems, and trees have stems. Tree stems are really big and round. So what I want you to do, if you're able to go outside, is I want you to go and touch a tree and feel the trunk. Now we can go look at my trunk, but you can't really touch it or feel it. You can just kind of look at it. And if you look at it, it looks kind of rough, right? It looks rough. And if you're able to feel one, it feels rough too. And that's our trunk. And you could try to smell it and see what it smells like. They kind of smell, I don't know how to explain it. It's like some of it kind of just has like a tree smell. All right, so what I'm gonna do is we are gonna look at some trees. Go, please. We are gonna look at some trees, and we are gonna describe them in our next video, and we're gonna identify the different parts of the tree. So, trees that we look at, they have branches, leaves, and roots, and a stem. So this is their stem or their trunk, right? If you go down, if you see that thing coming out right there, that's a root. If you go up, you see those things coming off with leaves on it? Those are the branches. And then the little green things are actually leaves. How cool is that? Now we're gonna go on the ground. So if you look at the ground around mine, do you see all these different little things on the ground? These little, right here. These are the pollen from the tree, and that's how you get new trees, is by those things falling all over the place and getting with other trees, and then they make seeds to make new trees. Cool, right? Why are you guys